Welcome back to another video where today we talk about headphones again. But they're kind of nice.
They are really nice.
Big upgrade from the last generation. These are the OnePlus Buds Pro 3, and there's quite a few things that are different, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's never been a better time to be somebody who's really interested in the OnePlus ecosystem because the phones are excellent and these buds are absolutely fantastic, especially once we get to the price point. So,
I agree. I agree. 2025 has been so far a great year for OnePlus, so I'm happy for them. I think they're doing a great job.
Yeah, or at least building because I think these came out just slightly prior to 25, but
Same,
still trending in the positive direction.
same, but different.
So let's go ahead and start with the design of the case
Mm-hmm.
and the design of the buds.
Yep.
Because they do both actually look different this year. And I think it's a really nice change. So the OnePlus Buds Pro, they've always had the Pro moniker.
Right.
And as such, they've always kind of had Pro design language,
Mhm.
right? But the OnePlus Buds Pro 3, I think, kind of enhances that design language to a point where it's professional, but also it's so classy looking.
It's very elegant.
Yeah.
I 100% agree.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
case itself looks super classy. They switched from like a horizontal case that kind of opens forward to this kind of like flip open case now that
Mhm.
kind of stands vertically. But I love the look of it. It appears to have like a vegan leather patch on the front and back.
Right.
But
Right.
that's actually just plastic.
Yeah.
It's not actually vegan leather. Still looks and feels really nice,
Mhm.
but it kind of adds a real nice touch of class to the case, right? And then, especially in this color that we have right now, which is like the matte white, kind of eggshell white color, there's also this like satin band that runs all around the case. That looks absolutely fantastic too. The Dyn Audio branding is also back. That's not new, but it just kind of stands out a lot more on this year's case. And then everything that you'd expect to find too, right? There's a pairing button on the right side of the case, USB-C charging port on the bottom, and of course, it does support wireless charging too. And the buds themselves look fantastic. I think my favorite change to the design of the buds,
I think I know
it's
what you're gonna
subtle.
say. Yeah.
It's subtle, but they added left and right branding, which sometimes can be corny. Like sometimes on buds, the left and right branding can be corny.
Yeah.
It looks really nice
Yeah.
on the Buds Pro 3, and I think that just helps with obviously figuring out that part's easy, but I think this is going to help mainly with which side they go in the case,
Right.
because
Right.
that still can be a confusing factor from time to time.
And I think
right?
if you look at the buds themselves, I think one thing that it's now standard on earbuds is that you see so many sensors. When you look at the bud itself, you look at the proximity sensor, all the speakers, all the tweakers and things like that.
Yeah.
So it looks like there's a lot of components visually on a bud. Where in this case, with the OnePlus Buds 3, you see maybe just the back speaker and that left and right signature
Yeah.
on each bud, which it's super clean. It's
Yeah.
very, very nice. Personally, though, the only thing I would change is you do have that silver reflective plastic on the stem.
It's like a chrome. Yeah.
It's like a little chrome finish.
Yeah.
Personally, I would only change that to maybe match the outside of the case, that matte satin
Yeah.
texture, just so it blends in with the rest of the case and the rest of the design, and it keeps that professional signature look that everything else has. But outside of that, I think they look amazing.
These are some fantastic looking buds, even in white, right? Which buds in white are so overdone.
And they're basic.
Yeah.
You would think they're basic.
Buds in white are
Yeah.
so overdone. These kind of have like a nice champagne hue to them. I do agree about the chrome is not for everybody.
Right.
Right? Like the chrome is not for everybody. I think it looks nice, but yeah, I think it would have also looked really good as like a satin finish. And there's also the part where you press to squeeze. That part also has like a little bit of a grainy texture to it, which is just a nice touch too. These buds are designed pretty fantastically.
They're clean.
They look amazing.
Now, of course, if you're in this video, it's because you want to know what these earbuds sound like. And just to be completely honest, we've said this on previous earbud reviews, we're not professional audiophiles. And if anything, I respect those people a lot because they're different. I tell Aryan, they're a different species, man.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's too many sweats out there, and that's why I don't like to listen to music that much.
Yeah.
But-
But hardly professional anything.
Yeah. I don't need that reminder right now.
Right.
But anyway, we do enjoy listening. I love listening to music. I listen to all kinds of genres. I listen to all kinds of music. I play music myself, so I do appreciate good sounding music, especially if it's well produced. When I got to test these earbuds, I was able to listen to a lot of kind of music, And one
Both with
thing
the Buds
and the
Pro 3 and the Pro
yes,
2, because we still have those
yeah,
as well. Like they're
and
right here on the table.
we were able to compare both.
Yeah.
And one thing I did notice is that when it comes to these specific buds, the Pro 3, I was able to distinguish some unique sounds that I'm not able to distinguish on other earbuds. And it doesn't mean that these are better or that they're able to produce more sound or clearer sound. But I think in a certain range of frequencies, it's able to separate the sound so you can distinguish it a lot better. And of course, you have your presets that allow you to kind of tweak the sound depending on the music that you listen to. So personally, these are great. I don't know if these are gonna be the top of the line or that these are gonna please those people that are spending thousands and thousands of dollars for like fancy speakers and things like that, because we don't. At least my ears can't differentiate that level of sound that those professional audiophiles are able to distinguish, but they're amazing. And
Yeah.
I think that's what it comes down to, because for just pro level earbuds, these do play amazing music, and I would not change it for anything because they play the music I listen to, and I'm more than happy with it.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course, given that they're pro level earbuds, right? They also have like a pretty pro level feature set.
They do.
So of course they have like your standards, like your noise cancellation,
Mm-hmm.
your transparency mode,
Right.
your like, what do they even call it for the regular mode now? Just like none, like
Default.
default mode or
Yeah.
something like that,
Yeah, I guess so.
right? But then there are other features as well that I think really enhance the experience. And mind you, right, like some of these that we're going to list off, they're not new or exclusive to the Buds Pro
Right,
3.
right.
If anything, a lot of this stuff can also be made available as a software update if it hasn't been already for the Buds Pro 2, right? But I mean, spatial audio is here,
Right.
which is really great, right? And I think OnePlus has adjusted or at least used, I know for a fact they're using at least 2 drivers in each bud,
Right.
which I think is really going to help with something like spatial audio, right? And having balanced high quality sound in both of the buds.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, really great. And like David mentioned, right, there are quite a few EQs
Yeah.
available as well. There is a Dynaudio tuned specific EQ, which I currently have on for the buds. And I think that does a pretty solid job.
I think it's probably the best one,
Yeah.
the best preset that's in there.
Yeah, and it's interesting, in the description of that EQ, it literally says that Dynaudio tuned this EQ to try to replicate the sound of Dynaudio speakers.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right? So outside of that, I mean, there is other things too, like high-res audio, which I think is becoming really popular. We saw something like that on the Galaxy Buds Pro 3 as well, right? Might potentially use a little bit more battery whenever it comes to the buds. We'll jump into battery here shortly. But yeah, there's a robust feature set and something that I think is a little bit of a new thing,
And that's a little crazy.
right? Something that I
Yeah.
think is a little bit of a new thing is a neck health feature.
Yeah.
They- That's yeah, and that's how I felt whenever I saw it
Yeah.
too. So like the buds use a unique combination of like the sensors in the buds themselves and the OnePlus Health app to track like your neck posture as you're listening to music with them and give you reminders to adjust your posture for better neck health,
Just
spine
set up
health,
straight. Yeah.
lumbar health. We're also not doctors, so like I have no idea how
Telling you, man, too many
that
sweats
works.
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But another thing that I wanted to mention as well in terms of cool feature set is also the hearing test, right? That we're
Yes.
seeing a lot more buds incorporate too. So test both your ears for your ability to detect all sorts of ranges, right? Highs, lows, mids, and stuff like that. And then it'll create a custom sound profile based on what you can hear well and can't hear well, which that plus an EQ plus high quality hardware, like David said,
Right.
for in-ear buds, they're fantastic.
Right. They're amazing.
Now, as far as battery goes, I want to say we have like a good news, bad news situation, but I don't even know
Yeah.
if it's bad news.
Not terrible. I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah. So let's start with battery life with active noise cancellation because I feel like that's what most people are going to use, right? We're looking at 5 hours of listening time with the buds, right? Which is interestingly enough, compared to Buds Pro 2, a 1 hour loss. So Buds Pro 2 was rated for 6 hours, right? We have a couple theories as to why. Can't really confirm them. That's why I said theories. But couple things. This does come with, in our opinion, better noise cancellation compared to Buds Pro 2,
And I back it up.
right? Better noise cancellation compared to Buds Pro 2. Now, if you happen to have both and you pair both to the OnePlus phone and you go into your earbud settings, both of them have the option to have what is called high levels of noise cancellation. You can adjust, but I have it set to high for both. On the OnePlus Buds Pro 3, the description for high says that it uses a real-time algorithm to help cancel additional noise. That description is not present on the Buds Pro 2. So between improved noise cancellation and, according to OnePlus, maybe a real-time noise cancellation effect,
Right.
it might consume a little bit more battery. Those are just our thoughts, though. And as far as transparency goes, 10 hours of listening time.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. And of course, with the case, you're going to get a couple of charges worth, right, on a single charge. And it does, given it's a OnePlus product, it does have fast charging capabilities. So it has one of those wild metrics where like 10 minutes of charging gives you like a couple of hours of listening time, or like a few hours of listening time, or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. So that stuff is there. Battery life, I think, is pretty solid
Yeah,
for
and
what you're getting.
when it comes to battery, I don't think OnePlus ever disappoints.
Yeah.
I think even if you don't have the highest battery or battery time that you can get out of a product, the way that they can charge your products,
Charging speed,
it makes up for anything else.
Yeah. Charging speed can compensate.
Yeah, so
sure.
exactly. That's probably the best way to say it.
Yeah.
But of course, you do have also other factors that could be affecting the battery. One of them being a better microphone. The microphone did get upgraded, so you get clear sound when it comes to phone calls and recordings with the headphones.
Yeah.
So I think that's a big plus. But ultimately, it is a great product. And at the end of the day, my biggest thing when it comes to preferring one set of earbuds versus another, it's one, the sound quality, which we did mention, but two, the comfort. Because I think with everyone having different ear shapes and the way that the earbuds are designed, some might fit you better than others. And personally, when it comes to these ones, especially because of the matte texture that's on the bud, I think they're great. They fit right on my ear. I don't have to change the ear tip. I don't have to do anything, and I can move around. They don't fall out of my ear. And I think they're really comfortable. So that's something to consider for sure, because I think they really nailed it when it comes to the design and the comfort of the earbuds.
Yeah. Now, let's just go ahead and talk about pricing and colors.
That thing is a deal.
Yeah. So the buds are available in 3 colors. I actually pulled them up because the colors are always just something different, right? So black is called Midnight Opus. This white color is called Lunar Radiance, which I think is a good color.
Yeah.
And then there is also a sapphire blue, right? Now, I think the colors are great. Sapphire blue looks dope. I personally love the kind of like off-white. I think Lunar's a really good color, especially when it's paired with the white OnePlus 13. But here's the thing. The price, I think, is the killer feature here. And that's kind of the trend for OnePlus, right? Like, that's always the trend for OnePlus, right? So, without any sales or discounts or anything, at most you would pay for these $179.
Right. Which for that price, compared to other companies,
fantastic, right?
It's starting off like a great start.
Fantastic, right? I think I got these buds for less than $150.
Yeah.
And if you were fortunate enough to jump on the OnePlus 13 pre-order early, OnePlus was including one of these free with the phone. Just imagine if you would have got a OnePlus 13 and then got these for free.
Which the phone itself is already at a great price.
Right, right. And then they would throw in buds like these. Obviously, and we've mentioned this in other reviews before, you're going to get the most use out of the buds if you have products from the same ecosystem.
The companion.
Right?
Yeah.
Of course, you can use the OnePlus Buds on other Android phones and still get a decent amount of functionality.
Right.
You're going to get the most by using it with a OnePlus phone. But either way, $179, yes. Less than $150?
Yes.
Yeah. Also, yes. So these are absolutely fantastic. You got anything else to say before we head out?
No, I think if you are planning on getting them, if you currently have an older generation of OnePlus earbuds or maybe a different brand and you're thinking of switching over, let us know. Let us know what you're looking forward to test on earbuds like this, or if you want to find out something specific in future reviews for earbuds, please let us know. Drop it in the comments. We do appreciate your support.
Yep.
We love what we do. We're not professionals, like we said earlier, but we have a good time, and we want you to have a good time experiencing the review and just finding out more about the product you're considering getting.
Yeah, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Like, we know Samsung just dropped a bunch of stuff.
Oh, there's something coming. There's something
Samsung
coming.
just dropped a bunch of stuff, but this is the not to sound like another video, but this is the Galaxy S25 Ultra.
Let's get into it. Let's watch.
And so Samsung products are coming. We already have them. We've already been testing them.
Yeah.
So the latest drops from Samsung are coming. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you
Please
do.
do.
As always, we'll see you very, very soon.
Till the next one.
Peace.